Another big breath in. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And just take your shoulders and circle them around. Let's go the opposite direction. Okay, then take your right arm and reach it overhead to the left side. Side stretch, right hip over to the right, and let's go right into the other side. So reaching over to the right, and back to center. And shaking on that. We're going to take ourselves onto the floor, okay? So I want you to place your hands out in front, just a simple quadruped, so on all fours here. And we're just going to place our spines in neutral. So we want just a little arch in our lower back, okay? Shoulder blades apart, back of the neck long. Take a breath, inhale, then exhale. We're going to cat stretch, so tuck your tailbone under and feel that stretch through your spine. And wiggle whatever feels good. And then past neutral, drop your belly down, lift through your chest into cow. Stretch out whatever is tight in your body. Take a breath, inhale. And exhale, cat stretch once again, tucking that tailbone under. And inhale, take it into cow. And let's go one more time. Exhale, cat stretch. And inhale, take it into cow. And then back into neutral. So we're going to focus on our wrists a little bit. So we're just going to push forward and back. And you want to just feel that stretch in your forearms and your wrists here. So forward and back. And you're going to keep a slight bend in your elbows. Okay? So try not to lock them out. And just one more time, forward and back. And then just take your body in a circular motion here. So just warming up those wrists. And let's go in the opposite direction. So circling around and hold it back to where you started. Okay, now you're going to take your shoulder blades and you're going to purposefully allow your shoulder blades to come together and then push them apart. Okay, so protraction and retraction and push apart. Good. Let's go again. Together and apart. And one more time. Here we go. And apart here. Back into neutral. Okay, shoulder blades are apart, belly is in. And just take your head, circle to the right and left. Still staying strong in your shoulders, so still supporting there. And left. And hang out to the center, drop your head down. And then lift it up slowly and then down to the stretch, shoulders away from your ears. And then back up. And one more time, here we go down. And lift up and place your back of your neck in neutral. And then just take your hips and sway to the right and to the left. Okay, so allowing your waist to contract. So right and left. Good. Let's go right and left. And one more time, right and left. And left and back to center. Okay, you're going to take your left arm and you're going to reach up overhead. So draw that left shoulder back here. And then you're going to weave under that right armpit. Drop that shoulder down. So open up through your back. And then reach up. Feel the stretch across your pecs. And then weave under. Pull those shoulder blades apart. One more time. Up. Stretch. And then weave. And then back to center. Other side. So right arm reaches up. With that stretch. And then weave under that left armpit. Good. And reach up. And weave. Nice. And two more times. Reach up. And weave. And one more time. So really feel that stretch. Here we go. Draw that right shoulder. And then weave under that left armpit here. Good. And then back to center here. Okay. So you're going to take your right leg now and extend it back behind. Okay. Plant your toes into the mat and hold. So now you're going to press that right heel back. So you feel a stretch in the calf on the right side. Okay, so you're just going to press back. Just a little pulse maybe if you need to. Okay, then now you're going to tuck your left toes under if they're not already tucked. Now from here you're going to press back and lift your hips up into the air as you try and press your heels into the mat. So you're getting a calf stretch on the right side and you're getting a shin stretch on the left side. So you're just holding here and then take it back down. A couple more pulses for that calf on the right side. Okay, and then again, take your hips up into the air, press both heels down, press to your hands, get a stretch in your spine as well. And just hold, feeling that stretch in your calf. And then lower back down, let's do the other side. So left foot out, toes tucked under. Okay, a little pulse, get the calf on the left side, Achilles tendon. Okay, so here we go, hips lift. Press both heels down into the mat. Feel the stretch to the front of that bottom right leg, the back of the lower left leg, and then back down. A couple more pulses for that calf on the left side. Okay, you ready? Last time. Here we go. Press back. Drive those heels down, pressing your hands into the mat here. And then lower back down here. Back into quadruped. Another cat-cow stretch. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, cat stretch here. Then you're going to send your seat back. So feel the stretch transfer to the lower back. And then back. Shoulders over your wrist and let your belly fall. Cow and cat stretch one more time. Sink that hip back here. And then back. And back into cow. Good job. And back into neutral. Okay, from this quadruped, we're going to come up to standing. So come on up to standing. Here we go. So we can do some balance work, but also some strength work. Okay, so for the legs. So I want you to ground your right foot. Okay, take your right arm overhead. Take that left leg and pull it back behind. So you're in a diagonal with that arm and leg. You're squeezing the glute here, and you're going to kick that leg back slightly so you get that contraction in that glute. Then you take that right arm and reach back so you open up through that chest. Okay, you're going to feel it in the glute, the side here. Little rotation so you're feeling your obliques here. So reach here. So here's one end of the range. Then you're going to take that left leg and you're going to kick it as you reach cross body with that right. Okay, so find your balance here. Okay, feeling the obliques. Good. And then reach here. And once again, reach over that left leg, cross body here, crunch, crunch, and then reach, and here, good. So that right foot is working hard to maintain that balance, and one more here, and then reach, cross body, here. Okay, now from here, you're going to send that left leg back behind, place your hands into prayer, shoulders down. Okay, from here, you can play around with the hinge. Maybe it's just a little bit, maybe it's a lot, maybe it's all the way to horizontal here. Okay, so we're going to do is press our hands together to get that upper body to fire. Okay, so I'm going to just turn slightly so you can see me. So from here, we're going to take that right knee, and we're going to bend and straighten, not all the way to lock it. Okay, you want to keep a slight bend. And up. Good. And down. So working lots of balance, feeling the fire in that right thigh. 2 more times down. And lift. Pressing your hands together one more time. Down. And lift up. Okay, now from here, you're going to kick that left leg out in front. Here. Feel that quad, that hip flexor. Okay, so from here, we're just going to bend to that right knee and lift. Try to keep the weight in that right heel down. And lift. Good. Let's go for 3 more. Down. And lift. 2 more. Finding your balance. Shoulders away from the ears. Gauging that core. 1 more time. Here we go. Down. And lift up. Hey, from the top. Here we go. Reach here. Feel that extension, that squeeze in that glute. Reach cross body here. And then extend. Do that reach. And cross body. 1 more. Okay, so here, reach. Squeeze that glute. And cross body. Kick that leg back behind. Hands into prayer. Take it to that dip down. And up. And down. And up 1 more time, taking it down and lifting up, kick that leg forward. Okay, so here, nice and upright, weight in that right heel, down, and up, 2 more, down, and up, 1 more time, down, and lift up, excellent. Let's do it from the top, last time, here we go, reach, squeeze. Okay, so feel that stretch, that reach, and then cross body here. Contract those obliques, and reach, and contract those obliques. And 1 more time here, reach. Woo! And cross body here, reach into the hinge here, and bend. And straighten 2 more times down, and straighten 1 more time. Work it. Here, pressing your hands together, arms out, leg out in front. Here we go. Take it down, and up. Maybe lifting that leg a little higher, down, and up. 1 more time, down, and lift up. And settle it down. Let's go right into the other side. So here we go. Reach that right arm out to the side, left arm. Feel that reach here. Open up to that chest. Okay, so here. And then cross body here. Good. And reach. Good. And cross body. Woo. And reach. Feel that stretch. Opening up to that chest. Crunching that side. And reach. Let's go 1 more here. Reach. And cross body. Reach that left shoulder across here, and then kick that right leg back, hands into prayer. Hey, play around with the hinge, maybe just a little bit, maybe all the way, and bend that left knee. and up. Finding that balance, and down, and up. One more time. Down, and up. Arms out to the side. Kick that right leg forward here, and bend. And straighten that left knee. Down, and straighten. One more. Down, and straighten. Excellent. Here we go. From the top, reach. Feel that stretch. Really feel it. Open up to that hip. And then cross body here. Reach over. Left shoulder over to the right and reach. Good. And cross body. So we're keeping it fairly slow. So really having to work that balance. And cross body here. And then back, forward, leg back behind. And bend. And straighten. Good. And bend. And straighten. One more time. Bend. And straighten. Arms out to the side. Kick that leg. And here we go. Down. And lift. Good. Down. And lift. One more. And from the top. Here we go. Reach. And cross body. Woo. And reach. So make sure you have a slight bend in that left knee. And reach. And cross body here. Kick that leg back behind. Here we go. For those dips down. Press your hands together. And two more. And lift. One more time. Down. And lift. Arms out to the side. Kick that leg forward. Bend that left knee. Hang in there. Two more. Here we go. Down. And lift. One more. Excellent. And lift. And shake it on up. Excellent work. We're going to take it down to the floor. Here we go. Step to the top of your mat. Cross your arms. And take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Arms to your side. You're going to roll through your spine. So chin into your chest and roll all the way down. And offer a stretch for the back of your legs. You can heel toe whatever you need to do. Breathe and stretch. And then go ahead and bend your knees. Try and keep your heels in contact with the mat for as long as you can. And then go ahead and have a seat back behind you. Here. Okay, so you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to place your hands together and you're going to press your fingertips together like so. Okay, so I'm just turning so you can see me. So here we go. So you can keep your feet on the mat if you want to. We're going to offer a little hinge. So a little hinge here. And if you want to, you can lift your feet up off of the mat here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this, this ball that you created with your hands, and you're going to reach to your right hip, and then to your left hip. And one more time to your right. Now we're going to go left, but we're going to go above your knee. Okay, so halfway up, and to the right knee, and to the left knee. Now we're going to go up at a diagonal, up to the right here, and to the left, and to the right. Now back down to the left knee, right knee, left knee, and right hip. So we're going to go in threes, left and right. Okay, now feel that rotation in your torso, Okay, so really twist. So feel those obliques, your hips are grounded. Good. And right, and left, to your knee, and right, and left. Woo! And right, and squeeze. So draw that shoulder back, okay, so mid, and here, woo, good, and that diagonal reach, so really rotate, get those obliques, here, and to the knee, rotate, draw that shoulder, woo, and to that hip, and other side, and to the right, now to the knee, mid, here, rotate, come on, go, woo, and rotate to the top, rotate, draw that shoulder back, woo, and to the knee, so your hip flex, if your legs are lifted, your hip flexors are probably on fire. And to that hip, here we go. And here. Pressing those fingertips together. Woo. And here, up at the diagonal. And rotate, and rotate. And knee, and knee, and knee. To your hips. Okay, now we're going to go a little faster. Here we go. And go to the knee a little faster. Knee, and knee. And knee, diagonal, up, and up to the knee, knee, and knee, and knee to the hip, hip, and hip, and hip. Keep that rotation though, knee, and knee, and knee to that diagonal, rotate, and rotate, and rotate to the knee. Hang in there, almost done, I promise. Hip, and hip, and hip. Last set, here we go. Woo, diagonal here, and rotate, and knee, and knee, and knee to the hip, finishing off. And hip, and hold. Okay, place your feet down if they're not already there. Lift up. Feel a little release. We're going to go right back into a boat pose. So here, okay, feet up off the mat. If you need to keep them down, that's okay. So just here, we're gonna release our arms and hold. Okay, so hold in this boat. Like this is staying here, perfect. Or if you want to take it down to a low boat, you can take it down here, all the way, and just hold. Okay, so you feel a release for those hip flexors as well. Shoulders down away from your belly, nice and flat. Okay, so here, or you can keep it in that upright boat pose and hold and hold. Okay, shoulders down, fingertips up. Good. Okay, here's the next variation. We're going to take it up and to that low boat and up. Okay, so this is optional. Okay, so work at your own pace always. Okay, and down and up and down. If you're doing the movement, here we go. Let's go for 4 more sets. Up and down and up. Woo. Up. Stay strong. Good. And up. I'm going to finish on the up. So we're all meeting up here. Hold here. Hold here. Feet on the mat or lift and hold here. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can start to extend your legs and arms and just hold for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Excellent. Cross your legs. You can place your hands onto the mat. Push back into a downward facing dog. So press through your hands, lengthen through your spine. Drive your heels into the mat. Feel that stretch the backs of the legs and hold. Okay. We're just going to take it into a plank here. You can drop to your knees if you want to. We're going to take it down into crocodile or chaturanga here. Okay. Shoulders away from the ears, elbows close to your sides. You can do this on your knees. We're going to lift up into cobra here, or upward facing dog. Feel that stretch in your belly, your hip flexors. And then press back into downward facing dog once again. Okay, now I'm going to turn this into a pattern. Okay, so a series of exercises. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to lift our heels up, bend our knees as we lower our elbows to the mat. Okay, approaching dolphin. So knees are hovering here. So you really have to press your hands into the mat, drive your shoulders away from your ears. And then back into downward here. And let's do that once again. So again, bend your knees, lift your heels up, lower your elbows to the mat. If you want to touch, you can. And then downward here. And again, lower down, shoulders away from the ears, and then back. Okay, now we're going to add on to this. So taking it down, elbows down, shoulders away from the ears, staying strong. And then back to downward, into a plank here. You can drop to your knees if you want to. Take it into one crocodile. So lower down, and up, and then back into downward. Okay, again, bend your knees, forearms closer to the mat, nice and strong. And downward, feel that stretch into that plank. Shoulders away from the ears, lower down, and then press back up. Okay, you're going to pick up the pace a little bit. So downward here, feel that stretch, lower down here. And then downward into that plank. On your knees or your toes, lower down, elbows close to your sides. Feel those triceps. Downward here and lower down. And then press back into that plank. Shoulders away from the ears, lower down. And up, back to downward. Got 3 more sets. Here we go. Into that crouch position here. And then press back, feel that stretch into that plank on your knees or your toes, lower down, elbows close to your sides, and press up. Back into downward stretch here, lower down, and press back into that plank, nice and strong. You got it. Here we go, lower down, elbows close to your sides, and press up. Back into downward, 1 more set. Come on, go for it. Here we go. Crouch down, and then back up into that plank, lower down, elbows close to your sides, press back up. Into downward facing dog, pressing back here, feel that stretch, excellent work. You're going to lower onto your knees, place your hands under your shoulders, take it into cat-cow. So inhale, cat stretch like we did early on, adjust any tight areas, and cow, dropping that belly down, and into cat once again, and into cow, belly down, good. And then back into neutral. Place your belly onto the mat. We're going to do some back work. Okay, so here. You're going to take your hands and interlace them behind you. I want you to tuck your toes under, like so. Okay, now belly pulls in toward your spine to support that lower back. Then you're going to lift up into a back extension. You want to keep your belly pulled in toward that spine, okay? Now, if you need to do this with support, you can place your hands below your shoulders and hold this back extension this way, okay? So wherever you're at, you want to feel the opening across your chest. You can even lift your arms up off of your back. Okay, then we're going to just lower down, not quite all the way, just hovering above the mat, and then lift back up. Now I want you to think about squeezing your butt cheeks. Straighten your knees, okay, and down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down. So remember, the modification is hands on the mat. You want to keep your belly pulled in at all times though, so engage that core to support that lumbar spine, and down, and lift up. 2 more times, down, and lift up. 1 more time, so taking it down and lifting up. Now hold that lift here or with support, okay? Now you're gonna take your legs, you're gonna march your right and left and right. Now as you do this, think about squeezing the gluteal, and right, and left, and right. Keeping that belly pulled in, so always checking in with that lower back, and left, and right, and left. Now you can continue this march, alternating legs or both legs at the same time, but only if your lower back is supported. So check in again, make sure that belly is pulled in, engaged to support that lower back. Okay, so do what you can. And down. 4 more, so 2 more alternating sets or 4 straight on. 2 more, here we go. Up and down. 1 more, up and lower back down, and turn your head, rest 1 cheek on the mat, take it to a little break, breathe, good. Whew. Back to center, inhale, exhale, back into a back extension here, or arms lifted, and just hold. This time I want you to focus on pointing those toes, engaging the glutes, straighten the knees. So feel the contraction throughout the entire lower body. Belly is in to support that lower back. Chest is lifted, shoulders away from your ears if your arms are lifted. Elbows are straight, wrists are straight, reaching your fingertips to your toes. So feel that energy flow. Back of the neck is long, so no creases. Holding here, okay, just holding here for another 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. You got it, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower back down, hands under your shoulders. Let's prop ourselves up back into that cat-cow stretch. Take a breath, inhale, cat stretch, tuck that tailwind under. Inhale into cow, drop your belly down, lift your chest. Good, cat stretch, tuck, 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 tuck. And cow. Cat stretch, this time send your seat back. So get that lower back, wiggle, 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 good. And cow, dropping down 1 more time, cat stretch. Send that seat back and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And back into neutral, good. Okay, now we're gonna take it onto our forearms. Okay, so here, nice and strong, shoulders on top of your wrist, on your forearms here. Okay, then we're gonna take it into a plank. So out here, into a nice strong plank. Now if you need to, you can lift your hips up. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the left foot, we're going to pull it in as far as we can here. So pull it in. Now we're going to rotate over to the right side here and reach that left arm up. Okay. Now you want to just find whatever feels comfortable for that right foot, outer edge of that right foot. Lifting that hip up here. Okay, then we're going to take it back to where you started, so pivoting. And then you're going to pivot over to the other side. So here, right arm lifts. And then over and over this side and rotate and rotate. Okay, so you're gonna find what feels comfortable. Hopefully your toes are not getting stuck. And here and rotate and rotate. Okay, you can continue with this, or if you want to, here you can take your left leg and extend it out here, and then rotate here, and that same left leg extends out and hold. And rotate over to the other side, extend here, and rotate and extend that left leg out. Okay, the further progression is to never let that left foot touch the mat. So here, rotate here, and extend that left leg out, and then rotate here, and extend that left leg out. Okay, so you choose whatever variation you can. And rotate here and reach. If you're taking that kick, try and kick a little further forward. And other side. And kick, 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 kick to that chest. And here. And kick out. Woo. And other side. Almost done. Kick out and back to center here. I'm going to rest it in this plank and just hold. Hey, so nice core strength. Now I'm going to take our hips and I'm going to dip them. So walk your feet together here. And you're going to take your right hip over to the right. So getting those obliques. And to the left. Modification is to lower to your knees. So right and left and right. Keep that belly pulled in and left and right. Strong in those shoulders. Lots of upper body work as well. And right and left. Good job. And let's go again. Right and left. One more set. Right and left. Back to center. Other side. So right foot scoots up as far as you can here. Okay. And then we're going to rotate over to the right side here. And then rotate to the left side here. And then rotate over to the right. Reach. And over to the left. Just making sure our toes don't get stuck. Okay, now here, if you want to, you can add that kick out. Right leg out. And then other side. Right leg out. Good. And other side. Right leg out. And switch. Okay, the further progression, keeping that right leg lifted the entire time. Out and up and rotate and out and rotate and out and rotate. Taking the leg a little further to that chest. Feel it. And other side. And kick out. Woo, let's go for 2 more. And kick out. Last one, here we go. Right. And other side, hang in there, and kick out. And then back into that forward plank like we did early on your knees, your toes, and hip dips. Legs are together. And hip, right, and left, good. And right, and left. Good, 2 more sets. Right, and left. 1 more, right, and left. Now hold it to the center. Take your right leg, cross it behind your left. If your knee is down, looks like this. I want you to focus on squeezing that left glute to keep that left knee up here, okay? Progression to your inner calf or inner thigh and hold. Okay, you're so squeezing that glute, working that core. Spine is in neutral, shoulder blades apart, and just holding here, nice and strong. For 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Come down gently. Other side, so on that knee, crossing that leg, squeezing that glute, lifted here or to your inner calf or inner thigh and hold. Okay, keeping that right knee high to engage that gluteal. Good. Holding here for 10 and 9 and 8. Squeeze. 7 and 6 and 5. Go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower down. Beautiful. Go ahead and take it into child's pose. Sit back on your heels. Whew. Go ahead and come on up. Take your right arm. Just reach it back. Open up that chest. Shaking it out. Other arm, left arm. Good. And again. Woo. 1 more time. Good. And shake it out. Into that quadruped. Once again here. I'm going to take that left leg, kick it back behind. I'm just going to do some simple glute lifts. So lift up and lower down. Lift up and lower down. Now I want you to feel that firing in that glute the entire time. So it's contracted the entire time. So if you were to poke it, it should feel contracted. Okay, so never loosen up to that gluteal. So lift and lower. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears, on top of your wrists. Good. And lift and tap down. So it's a light tap, feeling that contraction the entire time. Here, let's go a little faster. Up and up and up and squeeze. Good. Good. And lift and lift and lift. Good. Oop. I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. Spine stays in neutral. So as you lift that leg, try not to arch that lower back. Good. And lift. And lift. Good. Lift. And lift. Let's go for 20 and 19 and 18, 17, 16. Good. Woo! Good. Got 10 more. 9 and 8 and 7. Good. 5 and 4, 3 and 2, and 1. Go ahead and bend that knee, okay? You're going to shift the weight slightly into the left side. Take your right arm, reach back behind, and just hold here. Now, if you want to, you can grab onto that left foot or ankle, and then kick that leg back as you draw that right shoulder back. So feel that stretch. Okay, good. And just hold in this nice balanced position. Good. For 3, and 2, and 1. Lower it down. Take that left leg. You're going to lift that to the side as you lean to the right, and just hold. Okay, so you're getting that glute outer thigh. Okay, good. And just hold. Good. And just hold. You're leaning over to the right just slightly. And hold. Working that upper body as well. I know a lot of upper body work today. Looking good. That left foot is not dropping down. It's in line with that knee. Good. And hold for that warmth. Good. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down right into the other side. So take that right leg back behind. Okay. Squeeze that glute lift. And lower down. So engaged at all time, that right butt cheek squeezing the entire time. So working through the entire movement, up and down. Good. Up and down. Tapping down lightly. Up. Squeeze. Good. And up. Foot is flexed. Strong in your upper body. Slight bend in your elbows. And lift. And lower. Good. Up and lower. Nice. Okay, you ready to go a little faster? Lift and lift and lift. And lift. Again, spine stays in neutral. Okay, make sure you're not arching that lower back. And lift. And lift. Good. Lift. And lift. Hang in there. Up. And up. And up. Ready for that countdown? For 20. Good. Whew. You got 10 more. Squeeze it. And 5. Good. 4, 3, and 2. Nice. 1, and lower it down. You're going to lift to the side as you lift that right leg up. Sorry, a little out of order. We'll get to that balance in a second. Just squeezing that glute, holding here, maybe a little higher. Hold it in place. That foot is the same height as that knee. Holding nice and strong. Shoulders away from the ears, belly in. All those form checks. Hanging out for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. You got 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rise up. Here, level your hips and bend your right knee. Here, take your left arm back behind, hold. Balancing here. Okay, now if you want to, grab onto that right quarter ankle and press that foot back behind you as you draw that left shoulder back. So get a nice stretch. Good. And just hold, balancing here. Good. Woo. And stretch it out for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Lower back down. Good. Go ahead and shake it out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Cross your lower legs. We're going to do another set of abs. All right. Swing your legs around. Hands behind your thighs. And slowly lower your spine onto the mat. Arms down by your side. So let's take it to a couple bridges just to work our way into the ab work. Take a breath. Inhale. Press through your feet. And lift your spine up off the mat in neutral. And then lower back down, hitting the ground in neutral. Okay, so that slight arch in your lower back. And hit back down. One more time. So nice and easy. And then lower back down. Bring your knees into your chest here. Round through your spine. Take your left leg out. Left hand to right knee. Right hand to right ankle. Okay, so nice and simple. Exhale. Shh. And exhale. Shh. And exhale. Belly flat. Sticking soft in that sternum. So hollowing out through that chest. And exhale. Shh. And exhale. Shh. And exhale. So nice and simple. And exhale. Shh. Okay, if you want to double time, go ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe a little higher. Woo! For 8 and 7. Good. And 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring both knees into your chest. You're going to take your arms out by your side. Okay? You're going to take your right leg, extend out, and bring it back in. Left leg out, and bring it back in. And left leg out, and bring it back in, and left leg out. Hey, now this is one variation. Next variation is both legs out, and bring it in, and out, and left leg in, and out, and in, belly flat. Squeezing those legs together each time they come together here. Squeeze. And pressing that lower back into the mat, protecting that lower back. Woo! And in. Okay, so choose the variation that works for you. Make sure that lower back is not straining. And in. Got 2 more sets. Bring it in. And out. And in. And out. Last set. In. And out. One more time. In. And out. Both knees into your chest. Go ahead and lower down. Rotate your head side to side. Place your hands behind your head. Okay. You're going to cross your lower legs. You're going to send them out. So your knees are above your hips. Lift your upper body up and hold. Okay, so your knees are out. Your cross touch your lower legs. You're going to take your left shoulder, reach to your right knee. And then lower back down. And right shoulder to your left knee and lower back down. Left shoulder to right knee and lower back down. Okay, so this is one variation. Next variation, you can extend out as you rotate. And extend out as you rotate. Make sure your lower back is pressing into the mat though, okay? So don't compromise your form. And back in, good. And lift, and down, and rotate, and down. Again, rotate. Really work those obliques. Come on, let's go. Woo! And down. Make this hour count. Here we go. Reach, and down, and work it. Feel it in your abs. Those obliques, the rectus abdominis muscles, up and down. Good. Reach and down. Let's go. Up and down. Got 2 more sets. That's it. Here we go. Reach up, twist, and lower down. Other side. Reach up, lower down. 1 more time. Let's go. Up and lower back down. And 1 more set. I mean here and hold here. Now you're going to take your legs, extend them up. Reach your arms up toward the ceiling and just hold here. Hey. Legs are crossed. Now you're going to switch. Place the other leg in front and hold. And hold. Good. And switch. First leg in front. Hold. Lift a little higher if you can. And switch. Other leg in front. And 1 more. Back to where we started. And other leg in front here. And then lower back down. Place your hands behind your head. We're going to do a quick set with this opposite leg on top. Okay? Knees above your hips. You're going to take your right shoulder to the left knee. And down. Left shoulder to the right knee. So that rotation and down. Try not to pull on your head with your hands. You're just guiding your head with your hands. Now, if you want to, extend those legs out and in. And extend out and in. And work. And in. Let's go. Out and back in. Belly flat. Reach and down. So again, the extension of the legs, completely optional. You can keep your knees bent. Okay, good. And twist. And other side. Good. Woo! Let's go. Okay, you got 2 more sets. 2 more sets. And back, other side. Woo! Finish off with this last set. Twist and down. And rotate. And down here. Feet on the mat. Go ahead and extend it. Stretch out those abs. Good work. Woo! Then place your arms down by your side. Feet, comfortable distance from your hips. Go right into a bridge. Lift up, arms up to the ceiling if you want. You can keep them down if you want. And just hold. Okay, so here we're going to do a little glute work. So I want you to take your hips and drop them about 2 inches and press up. Down 2 inches and press up. Okay, I want you to really feel that firing in the glute and down, but not too high. You don't want to introduce an arch in your lower back. So just be mindful. Keep your spine in neutral. Down and lift. Okay, down and lift. Good. Down and lift. Down and lift. Okay, down. And now keep it here, or if you want to, okay, your feet are about hip distance apart. So without letting your hip drop, you can take one leg and place it on the opposite thigh. Down and lift. Okay, so the challenge is to keep your hips at the same level. Okay, so that left leg is quite far out to the side, so you really have to fight it. Okay, and down and lift. Good. Down and lift. 3 more and lift. Last 2 and lift. Last 1. Down and lift and hold. Hold. And if you have that leg crossed over, switch. Other leg on top. Once again, down and lift. Okay, so again, that leg crossed on the other leg is optional. Okay, if it is, you want to press that knee away so you get a hip flexor stretch as well. And down and lift. Good. Down and lift. Nice. Down. Again, trying to keep your hips nice and level. And lift. and down. And lift. 3 more, down, and lift. Last 2, down, and lift. Last 1, down, and lift. Both feet on the mat if they're not already there. And lower your spine onto the mat. Bring your knee into your chest and draw some circles. Good. And then reverse the direction of the circles. Good. And beat the back of your thighs with your heels. And then go ahead and roll to your side and come up to seated. Okay, from seated, we're going to come up to standing. Okay, so we're going to do that first sequence, that first standing sequence once again. But I'm going to do it a little faster, okay? So just to refresh you. Sorry, I had to move into another space. So we're going to go back to that first standing sequence, but we're going to do it a little faster. So here we go. Just to refresh, reach that right arm overhead, left leg back behind, squeeze that glute. Feel it in your obliques as well. Okay, so kick over to the left side with that right arm and reach and kick. Okay, so reach and kick. Now here we go. Send that left leg back, hands into prayer. Press your hands together, hinge as far as you feel comfortable, and bend and straighten that right knee. Bend and straighten. One more. Bend and straighten. Arms out to the side. Left leg out and dip down and up. Good. Down and up. One more. Down. From the top, here we go. Reach and kick. Good. Reach and kick. So feel that extension. Reach and kick and dip down and up. Good. Down and up. Press your hands. Down and up and dip. Up, down, and up. One more from the top. Here we go. Reach and kick. Good. Reach and kick. Good. Reach and kick and down. And up, get a little lower if you can. And up, one more, down. And up, and lower, and up. 2 more, up. And last. Here we go from the top. Reach. Go for it. Here we go. Reach and kick. One more. Reach and kick and down. And up. Maybe hinge a little further, more forward this time. Down and lift. And sit back. And up. Sink it. And up. Last one. Down and lift. So nice and slow. Here we go. Reach. Feel that extension. Open up to that chest. Okay, so here. Now kick across. Reach, reach, reach. Further down to that right shoulder. Here we go. Feel it. Hold. Hands into prayer. Kick that leg back. Sink down nice and low. 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 Kick that leg nice and high as you can. Here we go. Pressing your hands together. Arms out to the side. Kick that leg forward. And sit down. Pressing into that right heel. Down, down, down. A little lower. And up. And switch sides. Aching a little bit on the right side. Here we go. Left arm up. Right leg back behind here. Feel that stretch here. And then kick cross body. Good. And then reach. And kick it cross body. Good. And reach. And kick it cross body. Good. Leg back behind, hands into prayer. You're going to take it down and up. Good. Kicking that leg a little higher if you can. And one more. Down. Press your hands together and arms out to the side. Kick that right leg forward. Sit back into that left heel. And 2 more. Down. And rise again. Down. And rise. Reach here. And kick. Good. Reach. Open up. And kick. Nice. Reach. And kick. Send it back. Down. And lift. Ooh. Down. And lift. Good. Down. And lift. Leg forward. Sink it down. And lift. 2 more. And lift. 1 more. Down. And lift. From the top. Reach. And kick. Nice. Reach. And kick. I'm having problems. And reach. Kick it back. Down. And lift. It's okay to lower the toes down. 1 more. And lift. Kick that leg forward. Down. And lift. Good. Down. And lift. 1 more. Down. And lift. Now we're going to slow it down. So reach here. Nice and big. Feel that stretch. Good. And slowly kick it over that right leg. Dropping that right shoulder down. Good. And leg back behind. Hands into prayer. Sink down into a nice dip. Lifting that right leg. Here. Hold. Nice. Press your hands together. Good. Arms out. Kick that leg forward. Here. And sit down. Chest stays lifted. Here we go. Down. Good. 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 And rise all the way up. And shake it up. Good. Work. Okay. I'm going to finish finish off with one squat. So place your hands on your thighs, sit back. Spine is in neutral. Hands on your thighs. Sink your hips down a little lower if you can. Hold here. Good. Good. Maybe a little lower. Nice. Nice. Okay, now if you can, take your arms, reach them up overhead, sink down, and hold. Shoulders away from your ears. Reach, reach. Good. Good. Sinking down. Nice. Okay, you're going to hang out here. Woo, to the floor. Stop. Holding. 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 Knees are tucking above your feet. Good. Shoulders down. Back of the neck long. Squeeze. 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 For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Rise up. Take your feet out. Turn your toes out. Nice and wide with your stance. And you're going to stay upright through your torso and then sink down. So you're going to target those glutes. So I want you to squeeze them. Keep your knees apart and hold. Hey, down. Nice and low. Good. Here. Place your hands on your thighs. Good. Sink those hips down a little lower. Now, I want you to think about pulling your heels in toward you. Get those inner thighs. Good. Glutes on fire. Hey, if you want to, arms overhead. And sink those hips down a little lower. Nice. Squeeze those hips, heels together. Woo. Sink those hips, squeeze those glutes, knees open wide. Really pull them apart. Good. Holding. Coming down. Let's go. Give me a number. I hear 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, stay low, and 7, and 6, and 5, over 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rise all the way up, nice and wobbly. Go on and release, shake up your legs. Nice. And then cross your arms, take a deep breath, inhale. And reach over to the right. Left arm overhead. Send that hip over. Feel that stretch in the outer thigh. Good. Side of your torso. And reach over to the left. Good. Nice. And then back to center. Interlace your fingers. Tuck your tailbone under. Round through your spine. Okay. Then you're going to reach your arms back and open up through your chest here. Nice breath. And then reach forward. Again, round through your spine. And open up through your chest here. Press back, 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 back. And lift your arms all the way up. Bend through your knees. Bring your elbows to your sides as you open up through your chest. Take your shoulder blades and pinch, and pinch, and pinch, and pinch. 4, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Right arm across. Pull it in with your left shoulder down. Good. And reach it back. Massage those triceps. Push that elbow back. And left arm across. Pull it in with your right. Back up and feel that stretch, really little massage for that tricep. And shake out your hands, roll through your wrists here, both directions here. Take your right knee and circle through that hip. Good. And then reverse the direction, circle, woo, and around. And one more. And here, set that lower leg in motion and reverse. Good. And that foot and reverse. And other side, little circle, and circle, opening up to that hip, and reverse here, and here, and here, and up, take that lower leg, set it in motion, whoop, and then reverse, and here, foot, circles, and opposite direction, shake it out, good, Ew. You're gonna place your legs together, bend through your knees, hey, squeeze those legs together. Take your right arm and circle around. Good. And around. And around. Hold. Okay. And place your left hand to the outside of your right thigh and just offer a bigger twist. Draw that right shoulder back. And lower back. Good. And other side. Left arm. And around. And around. Really draw that shoulder back here. And right hand to the outside of the left thigh. And to get to that twist. Shoulders down away from your ears. Good. And come on up. Reach all the way up. Arms down by your side as you circle your shoulders. Opposite direction. Head to your right shoulder. You can place your right hand to the side of your head and gently draw on it. Stretching the left side of your neck. And other side. Left hand. Gently pulls. To the back of your head. Gently press. Nice work. Okay. We're going to finish off with our 2 final breaths. So I'm here in this room. All the windows are closed because there's lots of noise outside. Oh, it's hot. But we're going to finish off with our 2 breaths. And the first exhalation, as always, just release stress, tension, anything negative, anything that's bad, anything that's weighing on you. Just let it go. Just be refreshed, restart, renewed. Okay? After this, it's going to be great. Okay, so here we go. Big breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's let it all out. Everything. Okay, and shake every last bit of it out. It's not worth it, really. Okay, only good. Here we go. Big breath. Inhale. And place your hands together. And slowly draw your hands to heart center. Ground yourself here. Find your strength. And lower down. And we say namaste. And back up. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today. And